And the world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million.
It's week 9 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Raiders.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by a major source of optimism from their fan base, this rookie from Texas A&M.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games. You're not happy about it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Commanders will go on offense.
Here we go.
Daniels going to throw to get us started. Escapes the pocket. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
Daniels from the pistol. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Daniels throwing on third. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's tackled for no gain. The Commanders ready for the punt. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders go up 6-0 here in the first. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's a return from the 7. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Here comes the Washington offense after the field, ready for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. They'll try it left with Chandler. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. They'll stick with Chandler. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throw left side, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the... Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
From the 24. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll come up 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They are throwing it again. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. They'll throw it again. That's taken in by Tucker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Looking to the air here. Searches from... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. And that one is good. Teams converts to get them something out of that possession. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. The Commanders and Ty Chandler making their way back out on offense. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. Drawing down the middle with Chandler. And they take him down right along the 30. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Chandler. He's off again. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll run now with Chandler. And this is down. Line before they can stop him. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. It's a give to Chandler, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Extra point converted by Gay, and the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Trey Tucker to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking for a throw here. Got a man. Ballers has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back now. Pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. So at halftime, the Raiders, no need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Now a give to Chandler. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards of the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chandler. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Going to the ground again on at the 19. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. Keeps it moving. He could do it. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. Now Chandler. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Go.
Daniels from the pistol. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This is Chandler. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down for a loss. The Raiders go a nickel on this third down. Daniels has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Running is Chandler. Space to the left. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. From the red zone now. And that's a Washington touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. We'll see. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Give now to the running back. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Daniels leading the hurry up. Back to the well again. Into the secondary past the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back-to-back carries here. Pushing for the red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. And he has just earned something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. They're now set for 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Going power with a big tight end. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll try it with him again. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go... in the lead.
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tie this game up. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. This offense running out for a new series. First and 10 from the 34. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now they face second down. They'll try it left with Chandler. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. The Raiders bringing out a couple extra defensive backs for third down. They're in the dime. To throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw it. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Wow, haven't seen this one before. Fair catch at the 2. Would have thought they would have let that one bounce into the end zone, but they're going to start backed up against their own goal. Throwing from near his own goal line. Chased out to his right. Just had to get rid of that one, Brock. Out of the pocket, though, so no risk of intentional grounding and a safety. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Daniels back to throw. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatched this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll stick with Chandler. Has another lane. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Chandler. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They'll run now with Chandler. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. It's a give to Chandler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Oh, it's a push with a tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now a give to Chandler. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Chandler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Biggest snap of the game here. 4th and goal at OT. Now to throw. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. To score this as a win for the Commanders. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.